Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business. Time goes fast when you're having fun. I always have fun when my good friend Charles Alvarez is on. He's with Cornerstone Business Academy. That's cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. He's a premier consultant when it comes to sales and marketing. He does a phenomenal job. I know from firsthand experience. Love the work that he does. Let me ask you real quickly, Charles. Tell us a little bit more about Cornerstone and introduce your guest for us today.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Cornerstone Business Academy is a full-service marketing and sales consulting firm, and basically what we're responsible for delivering to our clients is ultimate wealth and freedom by attracting leads, converting those leads to sales quickly, and then having the right people and business systems in place to really allow you to scale your business to the next level. And one organization within Houston that is doing that for its customer base and for the people that it serves is the Houston Minority Council Supplier Organization. And I'm really excited to have as our guest Dick Huebner, who is the Executive Director. Dick, welcome to the show.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about your organization.
Great. The Houston Minority Supplier Development Council is an organization of, at present, about 300 major corporations and right at 900 local minority-owned businesses. We share a common mission to increase and expand business opportunities and business growth for minority-owned firms. We do basically four things. We certify that a company is legitimately minority-owned, managed, and controlled. We develop them to a position where business is attracted to them because they're that good and because we said so. We connect them to decision makers, potential customers, so that they can gain that information, insight, and build trust relationships that ultimately allow long-term sustainable business to be conducted. And we advocate on behalf of the importance of using minority-owned businesses.
Very good, Charles.
So kind of, if you would please, Dick, tell us, there's a lot of different organizations within Houston, and so many of them are, interested in, having large numbers and, a big, constituents. Your organization is a little bit different, though, based upon our previous meetings. Tell us a little bit more about what makes y'all different and what you truly value in your members more than just quantity.
Sure. Our metrics are really don't have much to do with membership or attendance. We take our reputation basically on two principal metrics: our minority business growing in sales and employment, and our major corporations spending more money with our minority-owned firms. We're really focused on those outcomes and doing anything we can with those that do show up to really affect their growth and success.
Very interesting, very interesting. How many members do you have?
Well, we're just over 800 minority-owned businesses, just over 300 major corporations.
Very good. Charles?
So kind of tell us a little bit about what type of things that you put into place to ensure that when an ExxonMobil or Shell Oil, when they look to hire or look to outsource some of their work to these minority-owned businesses, what type of level of comfort can you give these organizations that hire them, that the organizations that you serve within the Business Council are uniquely qualified to help deliver the service that the companies are expecting?
Sure. In the past, the process was that major corporations would call us and say, "Okay, do you have any firms that do this?" But the standards of doing business are much higher today than they've ever been. At least in the 29 years I've been doing this. And today it's much more pre-qualification and proving that you have the capacity to perform. The risk aversion needs are so significant that people really aren't willing to take a lot of chance. And they want to make sure that you have the scale, the capability, and the capacity to perform on contracts before they give you the opportunity. And so it's not really an opportunity-based market. It's one where you have to really create that opportunity and position yourself for success. So we've developed programs like our MBE Accelerator, which is really designed to grow the owner and their management team so that they can grow the company. We've now created a Pathways to Excellence, where we've really done a lot of research on end users within the corporations to identify what do you really need to see in me as a supplier to not just be able to do business with me, but to really want to do business with me. What are those criteria I need to show you that I have in place to be able to have that credibility in the market that allows you to really consider or really want to do business with me? And so we call that pathways to excellence, and we're moving the firms along that pathway to a position where that business will be attracted to them because they're that good and because we've been able to validate that they clearly meet or exceed those criteria.
Yeah. Are there certain industries that gravitate towards your group, certain companies?
Well, yeah, I think the companies that we serve best are the companies that are really looking to enter into or grow a business relationship with major corporations. As Charles indicated, there's all kinds of organizations in Houston, really good organizations that do really well what they do. I think what we do really well, rather uniquely, is really help those firms understand what does it take to do business with major corporations and how do you position yourself to be able to accomplish that. So we're looking at the larger firms that are looking at growing into a posture of doing more business. Probably not much retail. Again, there's other organizations that are better suited for retail and for real small business to small business needs.
Mm-hmm. Charles?
So is there any type of due diligence process or quality control? Like, let's say that Exxon hires, one of your, contractors to come in and service their, air conditioning units, or to come in and service their, their plumbing within their building, or what have you. Is there any type of quality control that your organization does to ensure that they're delivering the proper service, or do you kind of leave that up more to the relationship between the company and the Fortune 500 company?
Yes and no. There's some due diligence that we do on every firm as part of the certification process. Our first step in working with the firm is to certify that it is legitimately minority-owned, managed, and controlled. But in that process, we're also validating that it does what it says it does. And that they've done it for other people. We've checked with our customers. Now, we're not necessarily in a position where we can say that they've done that extremely well or extremely poorly, but we can say that they do what they do. So that's the first step. And beyond that, the pathways to excellence would cover a lot of, really how good are you and how well prepared are you to do business in a major contract. And then I think the corporation still has to apply its own due diligence, contract specific, to make sure that, we've generally said this company does what it does. It does. It's a viable, effective, capable company. But now specific to this contract, how do they relate?
All right, Charles Alvarez, he's a regular feature here on The Price of Business, and he's with CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. Richard, how do we get more information, Richard Huebner, about your organization? Give that website for us.
Sure. The website is www.hmsdc, like Houston Minority Supplier Development Council, .org.
All right.
Or they can call our offices at 773-271-7805.
Gentlemen, thanks so much to both of you. I appreciate it. When we come back tomorrow, we're going to have much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. Thanks for joining us for The Price of Business. Have a great day and enjoy it right here